Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. The topic that we are beginning today is Aparokshanubhuti. It's a composition by Adi Shankara, who himself was about born in 8th century or so, and all these compositions that he wrote, they were written after he turned 16 years old. And because there was a prophecy saying that he will die at the age of 16, so he went to Badrinath after having studied everything under teacher Govinda Padaji, and then when 16th year was approaching, he went to Badrinath, sat there ready to leave his body, waiting for the death to come, and there the abode is of Maharishi Vedvyas. Maharishi Vedvyas came and he says, "You look like a bright young man, a young boy, why are you sitting here?" He says, "I'm waiting for death." So he says, "Oh, is it?" He checked. He said, "Go, I give you another 16 years. Till now you are living for yourself. Now you have known. Now you go and spread the knowledge." And all these compositions are afterwards. So, aparoksha, anubhuti means experience. And aparoksha means direct. Direct means what? You are seeing me. Is this aparoksha or paroksha? No. It is indirect. Because you are seeing me through eyes. So it is not direct. Direct is, you are looking, you know there is vision, but can you see vision? Can you see your own eyes or the vision? But you know it is there. That is aparoksha at a relative level. So similarly, aparoksha means direct perception of the Atma that you are. And that is the self-realization, that is the self-abidance, and that is the topic of this text. And there are wonderful topics taken here. All the what is Vivek, Vairagya, Shatka Sampatti, Mukshutvam, what is Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, what is knowledge, what is ignorance, what is, and all, everything has been exhaustively addressed. And towards the end of the text, then the 15 points that are taken, the 15 steps for the practice. This is where the problem comes for many people. They understand everything in the scriptures, they come to Vedanta, they come to Bhagavad Gita. In Marathi they say कळतंय पण वळत नाही. तो का वळत नाही? म्हणून. Because intellectually we understand, but the mind, the body, the system, the memories, the mana buddhi chitta ahankar, they are still active. Till they do not get subsided, till then बढ़ना नहीं. समझ रहे हो? तो उसके लिए towards the end of this what do you call, from 102nd verse onwards, yama niyama त्याग मौन विज्ञान काल आसन सिद्धासन मूल बंधा देह साम्य दृक् स्थिति प्राणायाम रेचक कुंभक प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान samadhi and the practice of meditation. All this is told in exhaustively, so that we practice. Oh, but Arjuna also did not practice, but he became clear. He did not realize. He only went to heaven. You want to go to heaven, then only listen. Guaranteed. Heaven is guaranteed. But if you want realization, direct abidance, direct perception of the truth that you are in essence, then you थोड़ा सा hard work करना पड़ेगा. So, and in this way, what is Brahman and what are the obstacles that are on the way of our sadhana, even that is addressed in this text. And in this way, and at the same time, all the various philosophies, all the various Charvaka philosophy, Sankhya philosophy, Yoga philosophy, or Jain philosophy, or Buddhist philosophy, all of them are refuted in order to prove that aparokshanubhuti is possible. And that is our Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma is acceptance of the eternal principle. That is Sanatan Dharma. And our duty as a Sanatan Dharmi is towards that eternal principle. That eternal principle is not outside only. When you look outside, that eternal principle is called as Bhagavan. When you look for that eternal principle within this body, then it is called Paramatma or Atma, and eventually Paramatma. And when you go beyond the Panchakoshas and recognize that that principle that you are seeking is you itself, then that is Brahman, and that is the goal of Vedanta. Just like the wave wanting to realize. What will be realization for a wave? It will be, what it will do? It will do dharana, dhyan, samadhi, then close its eyes and look inside. Will it look at ocean or will it look at water? Water. Water is infinite. But when it is looking outwards, the maximum it can go is to ocean initially, because of the objectivity. So Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagwan, they are all meaning the same, but from what angle you are approaching it, that determines the terminology. Here we are not going to get caught up in those terminologies. Only one terminology, Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi should be our experience. And that Brahman expressing through this body or through this equipment, untouched by this equipment but supporting this equipment, that is called life. And that is the Atmic principle. And coming face to face, just like I just gave her the example, your eyes illuminate the whole world, but they are not able to illuminate themselves. But you know the eye is there, the vision is there. Similarly, when the mind or intellect, when they are thinking, contemplating, the whole text is about contemplation. But when it comes to a point where you are sitting in meditation, body identification has dropped, you don't know whether you are breathing or not, there are hardly any thought eruptions in your mind. At that time, when this I, who was thinking of body, mind, intellect, or gross body, subtle body, and causal body, or thinking of waking, dream, and deep sleep. So when these three, because this fellow is attentive, I want to know who I am, I understand that I am not the changing body, I am not the changing mind, I am not the changing concepts, then who am I? Who knows that the waking, dream and deep sleep are coming and going? Then who am I? I am this one. I am the one who is observer of these three coming and going. So this fellow becomes the witness. Is called the Sakshi. And this Sakshi Chaitanya, as long as you are maintaining that Sakshi position towards everything that is coming and going, after some time, it's like when it is connected to it, the momentum of these keep increasing. When it is disconnected, it's like switching off the fan. Then slowly, all these thoughts will collapse. And what happens when that collapses? The Sakshi goes back to being the original, because he is the original. Only because of reference, you are called as father, because the reference is the son. If there is no son, why will you call yourself a father? So when there is nothing to witness, why will witness call itself a witness? It goes back to the original. And this is, in short, the journey. And we have to, but on the seat of meditation, only doing dharana, dhyan, samadhi is not enough. Understanding, programming your mind in the right manner, so that when that moment of silence comes, I was sitting here just when I came, someone fed me six idlis. So I was totally, ekdam se, it just pulled me. So, two choices. Either I can sleep, but immediately I said, why should I sleep? I took out my japamala, and in that tandri avastha, in that mind is naturally going quiet because of, hello, thank you, namaskar. हां, तिथं बैसायचं, तिथं बसायचं, आई बरोबर. गिव मी 5. चला. हाँ, तो क्या बोल रहा था मैं? हाँ, in that tandri अवस्था, in that उदासीन अवस्था, in that sleepy अवस्था, where naturally my mind is becoming quiet, where my mind is becoming quiet, I have a choice. Either I go to sleep or I reprogram. That is the best time to, that is the, इसको थोड़ा दूर रखो, ये कैमरा गिर जाएगा. What was that? That I programmed my mind with something positive. So what I did, I took out my mala, started chanting the mantra. And that is, and the sleepiness is there, mind is becoming quiet. But at the same time, that is the most mature moment for reprogramming the mind, because nothing is distracting it. See? तो इस तरीके से अपने आप को हर जगह पे पकड़ते रहो. So here the text called aparokshanubhuti begins, and far away, not near the table. So the first verse says, you can repeat after me if you want. Shri Harim Paramanandam, Shri Harim Paramanandam, Upadeshtarabhishwaram, Upadeshtarabhishwaram, Vyapakam Sarvalokanam, Vyapakam Sarvalokanam, Karanam Tam Namamyaham, Karanam Tam Namamyaham. Shri Harim Paramanandam. So first the Shri. Hari is there. We know Hari is the Lord. Shri is his potentiality. Om Shri Gurudevaya Namaha. Om Shri Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Shri. Why? Because Shri is that potentiality. Without that potentiality, I can't speak, you can't understand, you cannot listen, you cannot see, you cannot function. The entire multiplicity that is here in this creation is because of that Shri. And who is she? Potentiality of? She is the potentiality of Shri Hari, of the Lord, the Ishvara, of the Narayana. If she is the potentiality of the Lord, what is your potentiality? That Lord is functioning through you. Then what is your potentiality? Socho. What is your potentiality? What is your Shakti?
Lord itself.
No, Lord is Lord. Lord, if Lord is itself, then why does he need a Shakti? Why does he need a wife? So, if you are the Atma, then what is your Shakti? Your mind is your Shakti. And reprogramming the mind in such a way that you recognize that this mind is none other than infinite Shakti of the Lord is the journey. Is the journey. And that Shakti of the Lord sometimes is manifest, avyakta, and sometimes it's sometimes unmanifest, sometimes manifest. Unmanifest, she is called avyakta. When it is vyakta, then she is called trigunatmika, sattva, rajas, tamas, isn't it? Recognize this game is going on. You cannot stop it. But only we must be able to see that that game is going on here, not out there. जिस दिन ये कैच हो जाएगा तो इसलिए we want, this is the Mangalacharan, so we are invoking the Shri, we are invoking the Shakti, and without Shri you can without Shri, the Shakti, you cannot invoke the Lord. Lord is known, she gives him the form, she gives him a name, she gives him the various ayudhas that he has. She gives it. If we say Ramchandra ji is born or Krishna is born, she is the one who makes him take birth, she is the one who makes him grow, she is the one who makes him conclude his Leela. If Shri was not there in Adhyatma Ramayana, which we are taking yesterday, there the Shakti, Sita ji says that if I was not there, Ramchandra ji could not have taken birth. You talking about Ram has killed Dashanan? Let me see if he can kill Sahasranan. And she doesn't stop there. She says, how can you, Rashis Muni says, how can you say that way? She says, I only gave him birth. Without me, he cannot take birth. Without me, he cannot grow. Without me, he cannot study the scriptures under sage Vashishta. Without me, he would not have been able to break the bow. Without me, everything she says, it is only because my prompting that he is able to do anything. In fact, he is the non-doer. Point is this, that Lord, the Paramatma, the Brahman is non-doer. He does not do anything. Then who is doing everything? The Shakti is doing. So you apply it on yourself subjectively. You as Atma are non-doer. Then who is doing? The mind. And how does mind express? Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. Or every thought we saw in the first class appears as the doer, the done and the doing, or the knower, known and knowing, seer, seen and seeing, hearer, heard and hearing, thinker, thought and thinking. Triputi. The Triputi goes into making each thought. See? It has got nothing to do with Paramatma or Atma. Atma is just there. Sun doesn't do anything. But in his presence, all activity on the earth begins. Isn't it? He's not saying, now you get up. If you don't get up, I'll punish you. He doesn't say that. He is present plentifully, abundantly to everyone at the same time without any biasness. Paramatma is also like that. But in his presence, the Shakti, here in our case, the mind gets activated. So the moment you wake up, it's like the rising of the sun. And the moment it rises, the Shakti, the Prakriti becomes activated. Just like when the sun comes, the earth gets activated. The moment you wake up, the Prakriti, the mind, it gets activated. And this is going on, and it will keep going on for some time. After that, it will become, the activation will reduce because it gets exhausted by and then it becomes unmanifest. It goes back to its source. And in this way, again, in deep sleep, we go back to our essential nature. We are one with the Atma. Unfortunately, we don't know that. So here, Shri Harim, it is this Shakti, it is this Shri Lakshmi, because of whom we are able to know God also, and he is, because of her we have come to know that he is of the nature of Paramanandam, Upadeshtara Bhishwaram, and to him I Karanam Tam Namamyaham, to that Paramanandam principle, to that Shri Hari principle, to that Shri I bow. And then he says that, and who is he? That he is the Vyapakam Sarva Lokanam Karanam Tam Namamyaham, but before that it comes Upadeshtara Bhishwaram. He is the remover of all ignorance, and he is of the nature of supreme bliss, and he is the Upadeshta. Upadeshta means he is the first teacher. He is the one who gives the instructions. He is the one who is the Guru, the Adi Guru or the Sadguru. Not because you got a name Sadguru, so you become Sadguru. He is the Adi Guru, and he is our nature. And he is the Upadeshtaram Ishwaram, and he is the Ishwara. So that Shri Shakti who is illuminating the or bringing to our cognition the Hari, that Hari is the Ishwara, and that Ishwara is the Adi Guru, and that Adi Guru is the first teacher. And what is his nature? Vyapakam. He is all pervasive. He is all pervasive. There is no place, time or objectivity that he is not pervading. What is all pervasiveness? Just like water is pervading all the oceans and all the waves. Like that, he is pervading everything. There is nothing can exist outside him. That is all pervasiveness. Just like nothing can, at a very physical level, outside space nothing can exist. Space is in and through everything. We may not be able to see the space in this phone, but the space is in and through every atom of this material. Vyapakam Sarva Lokanam. How many lokas are there? 14. All lok means a plane of experience. And we have the 7 lower lokas and 7 higher lokas. When we are because this instruction is being given in the world, in the relative world. This relative world is expressing as these 14 lokas. Whether you accept it or you don't accept it. Those who accept it, they understand. And pervading all, and it is the cause of, here it says, Karanam Sarva Lokanam. It is the cause of all the 14 lokas. Meaning, he is not, cause does not mean that he has created them. He has not created. But in his presence, the lokas come about. In his presence, when the sun comes out, you can see you can come to cognize the different countries. you can cognize different people, you can maneuver yourself through the furniture in the house. But in the darkness, when there is no sun, you will have an accident, you can hurt yourself, you can kill yourself. You are totally ignorant. Where am I going? I don't know. But when the light is there, then you are able to see everything. Similarly, in the presence of Paramatma, the 14 lokas become visible, meaning become cognizable, and he is pervading all of them. Meaning, he is not against the gods, nor he is against the asuras. You have to apply it on yourself. What is that? That I am that principle as Atma who is not for the good thoughts and not against the bad thoughts. I don't love the good thoughts and I don't hate the bad thoughts. Then what do? If you keep thinking I have to collect merit and demerit points I have to avoid, then you are still in the samsara only. Then what is the position? That I am the witness of merit and demerit. I am the witness of day and night. I am the witness of inside and outside. I am the witness of comfort and discomfort. I am the witness of hunger and thirst without getting caught up in it. I am the witness of likes and dislikes. Because where are all these things going on? In the mind. Who are you? The witness of the mind. And this is happening right now also. You are the witness. So many words are coming to you. You are listening to them. They are coming, they are staying, they are going away. Isn't it? You are witness of your breath. The in breath comes, stays for a second, then out breath happens, then stays for a second, then in breath happens. Then where is the problem? The eyes are blinking. When they blink, the whole world vanishes. Open, the whole world appears. Manifestation, unmanifestation. Manifestation, unmanifestation. This is the flux. This flux is the nature of Prakriti. This flux is the nature of the mind. And it has got nothing to do with who you are. But now, how do we live? As the mind. Then suffer. Your topic is aparokshanubhuti, so you will be challenged as we go along. There will be some hard truths that will be presented in front of you. So with this prayer to the Lord, the Lord himself, the Vyapakam Sarva Lokanam, and he is the Karanam Sarva Lokanam. He is the material cause of the whole creation, and he is the efficient cause of the whole creation. Efficient cause, goldsmith is the efficient cause of the ornament. But he uses a material called gold to make the ornament. That gold is not the goldsmith. But here, Ishvara, he is the efficient, the creator of the creation. At the same time, the material out of which he has created the creation is himself. And what is that himself? That himself with that part of him which goes into making the creation is the Prakriti, is his Shakti, is his potentiality. You can't separate the mind from yourself, isn't it? Can you separate a wave from the water? You can't. Exactly the same way, you cannot separate Atma, the consciousness, and the conditioned consciousness, the mind. You cannot separate them. That is his conditioned consciousness is his potentiality. And in this way, having made this prayer to the Lord, because he is the first teacher, remember, Upadeshta Sarva, Upadeshta Ram Ishwaram. Upadeshtaram. So, he is the first teacher, he is the Sadguru, and continuing in the second verse, having created the whole universe out of himself, aparokshanubhutir vai.
aparokshanubhutirvai
प्रोच्यते मोक्षसिद्धये
प्रोच्यते मोक्षसिद्धये
सद्भिरेव प्रयत्नेन
सद्भिरेव प्रयत्नेन
वीक्षणीया मुहुर्मुहुः.
वीक्षणीया मुहुर्मुहुः.
Then he says, moksha siddhaye, for the acquisition of ultimate liberation, the final emancipation, and it's not only liberation. Liberation is self-realization is equal to two things. One is emancipation, recognizing that you are the ultimate without a thought, very important. And on the other hand, freedom from all bondage. All bondages are imaginary. Nothing is real. Acha, bondage is, if bondage is, then realization is also imaginary, yes. Realization is, because when I say realization on one hand, without a thought, you can't think of realization. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Taittiriya Upanishad says that reality, that Atma or Paramatma, Brahman, whichever word you may use, yato vacho nivartante. It is that infinite principle where the words, which the words cannot illuminate, and the mind cannot comprehend. Intellect cannot conceptualize. That principle you are essentially. And to make you recognize that you are that infinite one, the Lord has brought this creation, has given you a body. Actually, he is playing with himself. Drama chal raha hai, leela chal rahi hai. And he creates bondage, and then out of the he, meaning the Shakti, creates, he does not create bondage. Ishvara's creation is up till one point. What is that point? Ishvara's creation is up till which point?
Mind.
No. Expression of consciousness through this body is Lord's creation. Every child is like that, isn't it? This fellow doesn't know I, he doesn't know I. Life is expressing through him. This is Lord's creation. He is now 2 years. Another 1 year, he'll say, this flower is mine. This phone is mine. He will create racket. What is happening? Why is he getting identified with himself, with his body, with things and everything around him? Because that is how the world is. So it is osmosis. Automatically it starts. And then realization is going back to the state the way he is right now. So this attachment, that or identification that I am the body, is called Jiva Srishti. So first is Ishvara Srishti, and its maximum it can go up to is life expressing, or conscious Ishvara expressing through this body as life. This is Ishvara Srishti. And after that, I am this body is not his problem. It is our problem. And therefore, we have to sort ourselves out. So these scriptures, let it be Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, everything, they are, it is his speech. He has given instructions so that we can find our way back. Every day you go to work. Today you are working from home, but every day you go to work only to come back home. Every day that Dhana, he goes running, jogging, only to come back home. So we have also come out in this world only to go back home, not to get lost in it. Today someone asked me in the morning, Swamiji, I want to ask you a question. पहले इडली खिलाते हैं, बाद में क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. क्या क्वेश्चन है? whenever the Shraddha time comes, I feel very, very sad. I remember my parents too much. Both of them, 15, 20 years ago, they passed away. But I can't stop remembering them. I said, you're stupid. Suddenly. क्या हो गया? I said, you have programmed your mind and you are suffering by your own programming. Such a person is called stupid only. Then I asked her, have you done Shraddha? She says, yes, I have done my parents' Shraddha. Then she said, I have done Moksha Shraddha also by going to Gaya. I said, if you have done Moksha Shraddha, you are a bigger fool, a bigger stupid. Because after Moksha Shraddha, you should not do any Shraddha. You should not even light lamp. You should not even, no, let them free. Every time you are thinking of them, you are holding on to them and you are becoming the obstacle for their liberation. Oh, I said, yes. मोक्ष साथ करने के बाद फिर इतनी परेशानी, आप बैल मुझे मार. But there is not rebirth, this, that. I said, rebirth, all that is to make you recognize that you are responsible for all your actions. Everything that is happening in life is because of your thinking and your actions. So that you don't blame anyone, rebirth is told. But it's only a working theory. Karma is a working theory. Doer and enjoyer is a working theory. Karta bhokta. Nothing like this. Where is this happening? In the Jiva Srishti. In Ishvara Srishti, there is nothing like this. From Ishvara's point of view, he is playing with himself. Just like children, they go to the beach, they play with the sand, and then before going home, they break the sand castle. This is what is going on. Every day you kite into the world and you destroy the world before going to sleep. Or it gets destroyed. Catch the principle. So here he says that in this aparokshanubhuti is expounded the means of attaining this direct liberation or direct realization. And only who are they? Here it says, sadbhireva prayatnena vikshaniya muhurmuhu. Slowly, not straight away. You don't want instant realization. That will never happen. So here, only those who have a pure heart and mind and are constantly putting efforts by being attentive towards that Atmic principle, such people should meditate upon that Atma, and eventually the Atma will reveal. Atma will reveal. I give you one example. The waves on the ocean are there. When the waves on the ocean are there, then the reflection of the moon is not seen. Then what do you see? The moon is reflecting in the waters. So you should be able to see the moon. But you are not able to see. Why? Because there are waves. Then what do you see? You see sparkles on every wave, isn't it? That one moon as if becomes divided into many sparkles, and the sparkles are equal to that many number of waves. Is it? Now if the waves subside, the wind slows down and the waves subside, do you do anything to create the reflection of the moon? The moment waves subside, you can see the moon, isn't it? Exactly the same thing is in our mind also. The waves are your thoughts. The more the thoughts, the more you are scattered. The more sparkles, the more eyes. I see, I hear, I touch, I feel, I taste, I think, I imagine. I am the mother, I am the daughter, I am the sister, I am the employee, I am so many years old now, I am so many years, I am young, I am old, blah, blah, blah. This I, this is so many eyes. This is what all the sparkles are. Because so many thoughts. You have to recognize that all these eyes are expressions of that one reflection. When you come to that one reflection, you have come to the Jiva Bhava. You have come to the reflected consciousness. You come to the witness. And in this way, aparokshanubhuti is the direct cognition of the Atma, and this Atma is always present. Whether there are thoughts going on or no thoughts going on, it is always present. And everybody knows that they exist. If they say we don't exist, then how can you think? Then you are not there. Everyone knows, consciously or unconsciously, that they exist, but they deny their own existence as the Atma. They want to accept their existence as the body, as the mind, as the breath, as the father, mother, daughter, sister. But even in that role of father, mother, daughter, sister, they forget they are a man, they are a woman first. Without being a man or woman, they cannot play any roles. All the problems are of the roles, not of the man or woman. And where are the roles? Only imagination, only projection, only referential. Only referential. So in this way, we unfortunately remain unaware of our essential nature and take on everything else in this world and call it our own. We try to fill ourselves with that information, data, identification. Identification is only because of one reason. Why? I want to be complete. So nature is pushing you. First you are a bachelor, then you become married. So now me and my wife are one. Then children, then me, my wife and children are one. Then my parents, my wife, my children are one. My in-laws, my wife, my parents, my children are mine. So my definition of I is expanding as the family is increasing. Then uncles, aunties, friends, it keeps growing. You see those people, they feel so good when they are surrounded by their whole family. And you can come across people also, when someone passes away, they can't live anymore. They also pass away within few weeks because they can't stand it. But who is that one? You can expand only as a physical person, you can expand only so much. Gandhi is called Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation. And there are many other beings, souls who are born in this creation, who have made a great impact on the society and they have been loved. Ram Rajya. Have you heard of Ram Rajya? How long did he last? How long did Ram Rajya last? Eventually, Ramchandraji had to conclude his Leela. And when he concluded, Ram Rajya also went away. Love Kush maintained it for some time, but after that it started deteriorating. Krishna Bhagwan, how long did the peace and tranquility in Dwarka last? Only for a few decades. After that, they all fought with each other and killed themselves. So don't live in a utopian world where everything is going to be goody. No, life is ups and downs. Life is good and bad. And to recognize, a wise person recognizes that I got nothing to do with the good and bad and the ugly. I got nothing to do with the flux. It is and if at all I have to do, it is my own flux. My own flux, my potentialities flux, is the flux of the mind. See? And when that person recognizes this, that too many thoughts in my mind are an impediment in my peace and tranquility, then he starts looking for ways. What is the first way that he knows? Go to sleep. That is the easiest way. Go to sleep. The other way is Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan, Vivek, Vairagya, Mumukshutvam. These are different ways of pacifying the thought production in your mind. Another easier way is this is helpful. Another, we don't know with what data you have born. Easiest way is keep contemplating on the Lord or the Paramatma. Remember Him. And how do you remember? But I am wheezy. No, in the back of your mind you can be attentive of Him. Who is that Sakshi? Who is that Paramatma? Who is that all-pervasive principle? Who is pervading, the space is pervading the whole creation. And that Paramatma is even pervading the space. Oh, and that I am. And that He is expressing through me. Wow. Okay. Which shares I have to buy? Then you will not buy, it will not be an emotional buy, then it will be a Sakshi buy. Correct? And by doing this upasana, tapas, pranayam, etc., one starts withdrawing. Meaning, withdrawal means nothing but cessation of thought eruptions on your mind. That is called as withdrawal. And as that starts withdrawing, as the waves start subsiding, the reflection of the sun or the moon automatically starts revealing. You don't create it. Similarly, as the thoughts subside, the self starts revealing. This is the technology. Now work on it. And you cannot stop the thoughts completely. Only for some moment here, some moment there, maybe for a long, elongated period, but after that thoughts will keep coming. But once you have realized that, hey, I am that, after that whether thoughts come or don't come, it does not matter. Whether waking, dream, deep sleep happen or not happen, it does not matter, because you are not available to that. You are available, you are intoxicated, you are focused, or you are become one with that reflection of the truth. Once the truth reveals, he has to affect. Yesterday we saw in Adhyatma Ramayana, Ramchandraji goes to Shabri and Ram reveals himself, meaning she is waiting. She doesn't know how he looks like. She doesn't know he's young or old. But when he comes, because she has been remembering him, thinking about him, waiting for him, when he comes, she recognizes him. And the moment she sees him, touches his feet and starts singing the glory, but that glory is of Narayana, not of Ram. That glory is of Narayana. Where did she come to know this? Same thing Hanumanji, same thing Jatayu, same thing the Gandharva. All of them, when the Lord comes and presents himself in front of them, they become body disidentified, and in that moment because he is radiant and he is pure sattva, the Lord, and in his presence your mind also gets affected, and nothing but the recognition of divinity automatically reveals itself. And he starts, all of them, as we go through Ramayana, all of them are singing. There is a stuti by Jatayu before dying. There is a stuti by Kabandha Rakshasa, who was actually a Gandharva before he gets liberated. There is a stuti by Shabri before she gets liberated. There is a stuti by Sugriva, who has not got liberated, but because he has got job to do, he has to help Ram to find Sita. But yesterday we saw that when he was testing Sri Ram, that this is the head of the buffalo, Dundubi, and it is as big as a mountain, that my brother Bali, he took that and threw it, and it came 8 miles away. I want to see how far you can throw it. the Lord goes and with his right toe he just flicks it and it goes 80 miles away. And oh, I got a good friend now. I got a good friend. This is fantastic. And he sings praises. Oh, you are great. You are the savior of your devotees. You are this. Touches his feet. But then still there is a doubt lingering in his mind. Okay, let me check. See these trees. Sal trees are there. They are very, very hardwood. He says, he could shake every tree and make them leafless. And he can keep doing it for seven trees, 10 trees. I want to see what you can do. Now, when friendship, question of friendship, then you have to prove sometimes. So he says, Ramchandra takes an arrow, shoots the arrow pierces all the 7 trees, crosses all the 7 lakes, crosses all the 7 mountains and comes back into the quiver. Now, Sugriv, the moment he sees this, and he looks at Lord Ram and he doesn't see Ram. He sees Narayana in that moment of surrender. Because his mind cannot work out what phenomena is this in front of me. In that moment where your mind has stopped, a revelation happens. So Sugriv also comes to realize, and he realizes that he is in front of a great, the Lord himself. So make yourself available, do a little bit of tapasya, sadhana on a regular basis. Doing your duty is okay, but finding 10, 15 minutes, half an hour every day to do your sadhana when everyone is sleeping or not, or they are out of your house, send them somewhere. You all get good opportunity. Husband has gone to work, children have gone to school. Enjoy. Puja hoti hai. You do puja, good. But you must sit, watch your breath, do whole days there, do japa, for some time at least, half an hour, 1 hour, dedicate on a daily basis. See within few weeks the transformation you will see. You will find that your mind is naturally calm as a result of that. But it must be subjective, not mechanical. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram, ऐसे नहीं. बस एक बार लो ओम श्री राम जय जय राम. When you are chanting, you must feel that he is going to reveal, he is in your heart, he is calling himself out, he is quietening your mind. Don't think in this manner. If you keep thinking, then you'll go crazy. but do it with bhav. Do it with bhav. And and as a result of this withdrawal from the world, as you go closer, as the self reveals itself, and you spend more and more time in it, then higher knowledge starts revealing, and eventually you recognize that you are the witness of everything that is going on, and not the one, not the doer, not the change, not the waker or the dreamer or the sleeper. None of the roles you are. You come to recognize you are the witness. This happens as a result of this sadhana. And eventually, as I told you, when you recognize you are the witness, then eventually when the momentum of the thoughts reduces and eventually dissolves, because they get momentum from where? All the thoughts, the gross body, subtle body, causal body, meaning waking, dream and deep sleep, where are they getting the momentum from? They get the momentum from I. The I, the more it identifies, the more they start going on. They get the momentum. If the switch is off, the fan is slowing down slowly. It's coming to a stop. You put it on for 1 second, again the speed will increase. This is what is happening. This fellow, when he gives value and importance to the matter, the prakriti, the mana buddhi, the body, subtle body and causal body, they keep vibrating. You recognize you are the witness, they stop vibrating, the flux becomes less and less and less, and eventually when it becomes completely dissolved for a moment or for some moments, this witness, sakshi, when he has got nothing to witness, so witness is with reference to witnessed, isn't it? Seer is reference to seen, hearer is with reference to heard, witness is with reference to witnessed. But when there is nothing to witness, this fellow goes back to being the original. This is the higher one. So first stage is come to be the sakshi. Second stage, a deeper, more sadhana or more abidance, more silence is required. Then this part will happen. This is the jnana mudra. We sit in meditation like this, isn't it? This is what it means. And this aparokshanubhuti is the consummation into the non-dual principle. All duality, to recognize that there is nothing but that one. Ekameva dvitiya nanasti kinchana. Nothing else but that one. And that is aparokshanubhuti. And in this way, coming to the next one, swavarnashrama dharmena tapasa haritoshanat sadhanam prabhavet pumsam vairagyadi chatuštayam. The four basic preliminary qualifications that are required by a seeker, those who are seeking this aparokshanubhuti, those who are seeking that they are the infinite, essential, unborn, undying, eternal self. And this is for whom? Those who still think that they are the body, they are still an individual, but they want to be that ultimate. And because of the shackles of this body, etc., mind, etc., the four qualifications are given, and they are vairagya, viveka, shatka sampatti, and mumukshutvam. Vairagya is, in short, vairagya is discrimination, and vivek is discrimination. Each one will be told what is their definition, everything, but in short, vivek is discrimination between the real and the imaginary. Vivek is discrimination between the constant and the changing. So find out what is constant within you and what is changing. Vision is constant, forms and colors are changing. Hearing ability is constant, sounds are changing. Smelling ability is constant, smells are changing. Mind is constant, thoughts are changing. Correct? Beyond that, sakshi is constant, waking, dream and deep sleep are changing. So find out, slowly, wean yourself, keep refining to come to the constant principle. This is discrimination. Vairagya is where you have got no desires to fulfill in this world, that is desire. That is vairagya. Does it mean that we don't live in this world? No. How much time do you think of hunger? How much time do you think of going to go to toilet or bladder pressure? How many times you think? How many times you think of hiccup or sneeze? When it is meant to happen, it happens. When the time is right, hunger comes automatically, and then you say, I am hungry. But you didn't create the hunger. You didn't create the blinking of the eye. It is happening. And if something is stuck, automatically the hiccup comes and it clears it up. So why do you think that you have to do something in this world to survive? Everything is being taken care of. At the right time, the right thought will come. Trust. We don't trust. We want to be in control. It's a big lesson. If you live according, living in that trust itself is realization. Immortality. I will not say realization, it's immortality. All the stresses are because we want control. All the stress we want to survive. All the stress is because I know one day I'm going to die. All the stress is because I don't trust my children are good enough. We keep superimposing on them. We have superimposed on ourselves that I am not the infinite, I am the individual. Now we are superimposing on the children that they are not intelligent. And how can they be intelligent if they are your children? You trust that they will turn out to be good. That trust has a vibration. Children will catch it. Children will imbibe that I cannot break the trust of my father. I cannot trust the break. But you don't keep saying that to them. I trust you, don't break it, huh? It's how you approach. That anyone who comes in our contact, we only encourage them to live life better. We don't, अच्छा तेरे को ऐसे हो गया? I don't compete with that person. If you broke a leg, I broke 2 legs. If you had an accident, I had a bigger accident. You are troubled with children, I don't have children, that's why I'm troubled. I'm not competing with you guys. Then what is happening when people come to us? We only teach them how to overcome their shortcomings and come to the Lord or to the self. Give them the techniques. But if I was going to start competing with them, फिर तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. Then Shatka Vairagya, no desires. Coming to the self means all your desires are fulfilled in toto. Coming to the Lord means all your desires are fulfilled even before they express. How come? Because God is the source and God is the material cause. God is Himself expressing as the whole creation through His Shakti. So there is nothing that the Lord wants. The waters cannot desire a wave or ocean. They are complete. From water's point of view, it is complete. Purnamada Purnamidam. Ishvara is also Purnamada Purnamidam. He cannot desire. And once you surrender to the Lord or to the self, there is no desire. All your desires are fulfilled because the whole world goes out of your mind. You are established in that peace, tranquility, completeness, Purnatva that your essential nature is. See how simple hai. And the first was Vivek, second was Vairagya, third is Shatka Sampatti. Shatka Sampatti is these 6 qualities: Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. Shama is control of your mind. Dama is control, we'll go into it detail. Dama is control of your senses. Uparama is when both these things have matured themselves, even if your eyes and 5 senses are open, your mind is not going out of the 5 senses. That is Uparama. It's not interested. Total disinterest in. So eyes can be open. Sometimes you see children. Why are you looking at blankly? Uparama हो गया उसको. इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है किसी चीज़ में. बस ऐसे लगता है वेजिटेट कर रहे हैं. Uparama. And then Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha. Titiksha, because you are disinterested in the world does not mean difficulties will not come to the body or mind. Hunger will come, thirst will come, waking dream and deep sleep will happen, people may condemn, people may praise, all things happen. But at that time, you, titiksha means endure it joyfully. Don't succumb to whatever is coming to you, whether, because when you become quiet, you become more sensitive, can become more sensitive. Then even a mosquito can create a big reaction from you, or little bit heat or little bit cold. अरे AC बढ़ाओ, अरे heater बढ़ाओ. नहीं, you endure it joyfully. Nothing needs to change. You are content with. You are not interested because naturally no desires as Uparama. Then Titiksha, Shraddha. How do you do these four? You do it with faith. You do it with trust. And that leads to Samadhan. Samadhan means contentment. And that is a big quality, that wherever we are, whenever we are, we must remain content. Whatever is there, it's enough. Whatever is there is enough. We don't need to collect more and more and more and more. Not even by object wise, not even by memory wise. Greater the memory, greater the ego. Lesser the memory, lesser the ego. No memory, no ego. So how many memories you are going to collect? That's what we do, no? Photo. So help yourself. इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि बच्चे हैं and I'm not going to take photograph. Why? I don't want to collect memory. No, you collect, but you don't get attached to it. You don't get attached to it. Lucky, आजकल कुछ problem नहीं है. When I took sannyas, I came back, I was cleaning my room. I tore every certificate that I had. Nothing, I don't have anything. Closed all, only one bank account, closed that one also. But afterwards, Swami ne kaha, "Hey, bhai, khol le." Then I opened one. Otherwise, I got no school certificate, this certificate, nothing I have. If someone asks me, I got nothing. I'll be a good candidate for being a spy. No background. And that's the way. Don't collect data. That data will cower you down. It will be the load that you are carrying. And that load is carried by the ego. You are not the ego. You are free. You are Parabrahma, Paramatma Swarup. Conclude here. Vichari ho gaya. And the last one is mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam is intense desire to liberate. If you don't have any of these three above, but if you have mumukshutvam, automatically these three come into your ambit. And what are they? Well, we just read one verse and then we'll continue in our next class. Brahmadisthavaranteshu vairagyam vishayeshvanu yathaiva kakavishtāyam vairagyam tadhi nirmalam. We look at this verse, I can tell you what it is and we'll look at it more. Now they are talking about vairagya. Now we'll look at it next class, because now they are explaining what is vairagya, what is vivek, what is shatka sampatti, and what is mumukshutvam. So it's a new topic. We'll start in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gur Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.